Alright, Saheen, I've taken the video that you gave me. I threw in Jason Day, flipped him around, made him a left-hander, and here we go. So, let's first do your takeaway. Now, I have this outside line, which is right on top of your hands, and you'll notice in your takeaway, your hands go out and around that line. Alright, so your arms are actually working a little out away from you. And that's because you're taking the club away with your hands. And I'll go over here to Jason. You'll notice when he rotates back, he uses more of his spinal motion. His arms are a little quieter. And you notice this line on top of his hands stay inside that line to about there. All right, you can see that his hands are a little closer to his body than yours because yours worked out and away from you a little bit. You notice in between his arms as well, it's a little bit closer. Okay. And then here I'm going to take you to the top of your swing. And as I do, you notice how your body goes down a little bit. I'll put a line right there. So your upper body is hunching over a bit. It's dropping a little bit. You can see how your head, which is is not the problem. It's just a result of your body doing that. All right. And there's the top, and the arms are getting shorter, which we had been hoping for all along, right? We've been working toward getting the arms a little bit shorter, right? He gets to the top, and there's not nearly as much drop there with his body as yours, right? Now he's swinging a wood, and that's pretty much the end of his backswing right there. Okay. The other thing you'll notice is when he started his lower body here, his glutes on the back side were on that line there. They pretty much stayed back with his left glute on that line, whereas yours is falling off of a little bit, okay? Which means your weight's going to be working toward your toes. Okay? And then from there, watch what your arms do. So your arms come more down, right? There's your hands. They're coming a little more down. And then I go over here to Jason, and his hands are coming a little more out, if you will. So his upper body's rotating. His lower body's rotating. See how much of his glutes you can see just before impact. And his backside is staying back. Now when we started with your swing, your backside was actually back on that margin there. And then as you come into the ball, the arms are coming down and your glutes work away from that, right? And then your club comes severely from in to out. And then you rotate it and you get a little wing there in your elbow. He goes through, he's more rotational. You can see quite a bit of right arm extension there. So there's a number of things in there that we think could be better, right? But a lot of it's going to start with the takeaway and keeping the knees a little bit better shape, keeping the glutes a little further back. So those are the things I think off season we want to work on. In order to achieve your goals, which is, being a scratch player, that ball striking is going to have to get better. You can see that right arm, elbow, wing, but all that's more of a result than a cause. I think it all gets back to what your lower body's doing, how your arms are a little more active than they need to be, and it gets back into your backswing windup. Now we got a bunch of drills that we can do. We can work with some weighted kettlebells. That we can do those things in here, and then you can go home and do them further. We're going to get you to train without hitting balls as much, and doing a little more training so that you can change the central nervous system, if that's the route that you want to go. But again, you have to be 100% in. All right, which is your call, not mine. It's your golf game. All right, so I just thought I'd put this together for you. And hope you're going to enjoy your vacation here over the next week or two. Take care.